Okay, I got a like. Welcome to the knife stream. Here it is. Knives. Got 2 likes. Let's talk about knives, shall we? Used for thousands of years as tools and weapons. Very important thing to have. Knives. They come in all different shapes and sizes. Yes, they can be used for bushcraft, like this cat knife. German cat knife can be used for bushcraft. They can also be used to defend oneself. Or to kill. Which I do not suggest, by the way. So true, Jack. So true, so true. Thousands of years, knives have been employed in combat. The blade has been used more in the history of warfare than firearms have been used. The blade was the go-to weapon. They've been used in espionage. CIA people used knives. So knives are still a very important thing. Blades, an edged weapon, or an edged tool is still a very important thing, but it's been important for thousands of years. The importance of having a tool like that, Exactly, Jack Archery. Exactly. So on this stream I decided to give the knife its due. You know what I mean? I think the knife is like, it's kind of, in my opinion, it's basically an underappreciated, an underrated weapon, even though they're the most important tools. That we don't think about knives in our everyday lives and how important they are. And they're the most, I think, thousands of years, this has been one of the most centrally important invention that man has ever created, the knife. That's true, Jack. Very true. That's very true. Bullets, they are powerful. But, knives never run out of bullets. Oh, that's good. That's good. I got 3, and I like it. 3 likes. Now, give me 1 second. I have to tell a friend. I made a promise to him. And yet, let's be honest, when it comes to combat, I've said this before. For example, there's a story out of Florida. Okay, this is Florida. Okay, knives can be an equalizer. You know what I mean? A force multiplier. You know. Well, we can agree to disagree on this one. I'll tell you why. Serrations on a knife are not very good when it comes to the thrust, the stabbing, because it'll get tingled in the flesh. You know what I mean? If you get my point. The best kind of knife, in my opinion, let me get things out, is a knife that has no serrations. Give me a second. There we go. So do I. Yeah, the best kind of knife for thrusting is kind of like this. A barong. Or could this be this is a Colombian Smatchet. High carbon steel. You know? Well, knives have come in many different ways, but it's time to give the knife its due. Yes, it's a beauty. And now, I personally, with my experience with knives, I think serrations, I don't like them. You know what I mean? I like a smooth edge, a nice straight spine, a good spine. Nice smooth spine too. Smooth edge, smooth spine, in and out, quick and slick. You know, it's a good chopper too. What do you mean? Where do I begin? Oh, let me. One of my favorites. That's true, Jack. That's very true. This one I tested myself. I tested it. The blade is sharp. It can thrust. It can slice. So it's got that dagger point. Tanto. It's a modern version of a trench knife. It's got hard steel knuckles that almost look like the points of a spine. You know? And it's got that conical shaped pummel. Yes, it's a trench knife. That's how the knuckle duster got its start, as a trench knife. Oh, yes, it would. Trust me, these knuckles are hard to do. I tested on a thick piece of plank, so yeah. So, the knife is a good thing to have, you know. An edge. But if you can't have a knife, if you can't have something to defend yourself, I would suggest you get yourself one of these. A tactical pin. If you need an implement for this is what you're going to need. A tactical pin right here. Yeah. It's got a glass breaker. It was only like, I think it was like $4 on eBay, you know. Oh, you do? That's very good. Let's see. Oh. Here we go. Here's another knife that I would suggest to you get. Look at this. Or something like it. Yeah. Yeah. Keep it in my bag. Good idea. Good idea. Jack Archer. I do like your crossbow videos, brother. I will say this. As a start, if someone breaks in your house, you can get it on eBay. It's called Arena Accessories. Sells them. Arena Accessories on eBay. If you want one. Arena Accessories. You can look it up on eBay. I think I have one of their cards. Arena Accessories, you know. They're very good. This one is the N-Tech Fang. I do not think this is legal in your country, so the N-Tech Fang. It's a neck knife. You wear it under your clothing. This is it does rattle a little, but it won't rattle when you're walking with it. You wear this under your shirt, you know. Not bad for the price, though. I mean, it's blunt. The edges are blunt, you know. When you when it out of the box, but you can sharpen it. I've sharpened it, you know. But it's designed for the thrust, so you won't even matter. That looks like a cold weapon. Exactly. It does. It is very handy. Jack, not very legal. Hey, Nomad, how you doing? 4 likes. I'm liking it. But if you just came into the stream, give me 5 likes. Yes, the importance of blades cannot be. Blades are tools, and they're self-defense, you know. So I decided to dedicate this stream to the humble knife. A weapon that has been serving mankind for thousands of years. A weapon and a tool, so it's both. So it's been both a weapon and a tool. Oh, cool. Cool, Nomad. I've seen that one. It's a combination between a pistol and a knife. Um, Jack archery. I mean, it's all right, I guess, but I mean, I wouldn't get it. After all, you can't even get it in your country, more than likely. Not in Europe, you can. You know what you should get, in my opinion, is you should get a. Not my problem, Nomad. We're not talking about that. We're talking about knives, Rich Life, and blades, Nomad. Huh. What you should get, in my opinion, you should get a mini striker crossbow. From That's what you should get, a mini striker. There's an American flag behind me, Jack. I don't know who you are, but you gotta go. You're just trying to be cute. 24 hours. I am. I am, but I have. I am, but I. They are awesome, Dave. They are awesome. Oh, I totally agree, but I'm just saying the mini striker has greater range than the competition. I'll say that, like 50 yards, maximum at 50 yards. I think that's pretty good. Mm. And a lot of power behind it. And a small package. I mean, it's like you can't beat that. All right, Jordan, I'm going to tell you the rules. No underage people, no disrespect, no blasphemy, and no vulgar language. Ah, cool, Dave. Very cool. But let's get back to knives, shall we? Yeah, you stay to those rules, you can stay, but That's true, Jack. That's true. Each is good. If you're gonna get like a Cobra adder, get one. You know, I'd get a Cobra adder. I like to see you with one, Jack. Um, well, I'll put it this way: an arrow is just a blade that shoots on a stick. Small blade on a stick. That's all an arrow really is, to be honest with you. It's a tiny knife on a shaft that shoots. That's all it is. It's pretty much where the arrow comes. The the arrow, the arrowhead, for example, is basically comes from the knife. It comes from the concept of the knife. So that's true, Jack. That's true. I hope you got yours, Jack. A machete, a sword. It depends on. It depends. Dave, have you ever heard of PCP air rifles and pistols? Have you ever heard of the Huber? Um, there's some powerful air PCP air rifles and pistols that have firearm power that are quite lethal. PCP stands for pre-charged pneumatic. So, um, yeah, I would say not to use that, man. I would say get yourself a 12-inch blade if you want a self-defense blade or whatever, or a 10-inch blade. Those actually work. You know what I mean? For those mid-range experiences. I would beg to differ. The bow can cause damage, but PCP has firearm power, so some of these PCPs can just do what firearms do. So the bow has a lot of power and can do a lot of damage, but firearms have higher velocity, and so do PCPs. You gotta go. Seasons. No, but I told you. No disrespect. You go on. Sleazy seasons. I don't know if that's her or not, but yeah, the knife, as it is, humble knife. You know. Yeah, it works. So, Oh, that's the reason why, Dave. Well, um, yeah, there are restrictions in Europe on air rifles can be pretty bad. So, yeah, crossbows are the best choice in that situation. But if you live in America, like I do, I can get a PCP air rifle with firearm power, and it's nothing. So, can you go? Stupid troll. Who are you? No. All right. That being said, yeah. But let's get back to the knife, shall we? Let's get back to the knife. Well, thank you, early riser. Oh, they're very cool, Jack. They're very cool. But they're only made for one thing, Jack, and that's for fighting and combat. And legally speaking, carrying one in most places could get you in trouble. You know? That's good. I understand that, Dave. I really do. That's why you should get yourself a repeating crossbow. In that case, there are plenty of repeating crossbows on the market that can serve that purpose. There's also the sling hammer, which can shoot 12 millimeter steel balls. It's a repeating crossbow type weapon. And it's 14 joules. So that's pretty good. And who are you, Daniel? Are you familiar with the rules around here? No disrespect, no blasphemy, no underage people, and no vulgar language. This is a Christian channel. Pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, and if you get, let's say, a compound repeating crossbow like the mini striker, you get better range. Your contemporary crossbow, like my cold steel cheap shot, I have to say, just it has a very low, it has shotgun range pretty much. Um, I would say a maximum range about 30 yards, which is similar to a Cobra Adder. Maximum range about 30 yards, and yeah. So I would tell you to get yourself a yeah, like a mini striker or ballista bat, because the range is that much further. Oh yeah, those are pretty good, Jack. Also, multi-tools. How you doing, Camo Camper? We're talking about knives, and you know, and Camo Camper knows knives. So I decided to do. Knives have been tools and weapons for thousands of years. They have kept us alive, and they have, in so many ways. So I decided to do, something about them. Then get yourself a mini striker, Dave. A mini striker is a power it packs a powerful punch, and it's a small package. It's a small package. Exactly, exactly. I got this German cat knife right here as an example, and it's one of the best tools for hunting, fishing, self-defense, bushcraft. You know, the knife has been both a tool and a weapon for thousands of years. It's not to be underestimated. It's used by CIA operatives, you know, the military still in some capacity. I think I've seen you before, Dave. Uh, Dave, do you remember me? Um, yeah, I just wanted to say that you were right, Dave. Um, thank you, Camo Campa. I'm glad you were looking out for me, and I was a bit pig-headed. And about that's all I'm going to say about it. I've changed, though. I've changed. I hope we can still be friends. I know, but were you the guy that was trying to help me, and I wasn't listening before about who? Until I learned the hard way. I guess you're not that guy. Sorry. I know the guy I was talking about was from the UK. Really, Catagich, you need to go. Yeah, you can't say anything vulgar, otherwise it's held for review. And I say hide the damn thing. Very good. The moderators are in. You gotta go. Either the moderators handle you. Thank you, Kamacampa. Thank you. The point is here is that, yeah, I was, okay. Yeah, it's pretty terrible. Dave, pretty terrible. If that's what you like, man. Here's what I'm gonna say. About serrations on knives, man. I'm gonna tell you, they can be a hindrance, brother. I would tell you, I'd make a suggestion for someone who's been around knives and I had serrations on knives. I just got serrations really not that good. and you're better off because they can be a hindrance. You're better off having just a simple. Well, I just tell you this: if you can't carry a knife, carry one of these, a tactical pin. You know, yeah. There's some good knives, Camo Camper. But one thing I was talking, there was if you don't remember me, I think I remember you. You were a moderator here on the stream until you said you didn't want to be moderator anymore. That's why I was. You were from the UK, a friend, and you said I don't want to be moderator anymore. Remember that? That's what I'm talking about. Never mind. Is that you? You did try to warn me about you know who. If that's you. That's true. That's true. Kemba Kempa. It can be. I don't know much about the MK. I will tell you this: Cold Steel makes some pretty good knives. I would say if you want to get a good fighting knife, Cold Steel SRK is a good one. A cold. Okay, it wasn't you. Okay, just wanted to check. Yeah, you just look familiar. All right. Yes, Richard, I'm thinking about Young G. Things didn't go right between me and him. And he kind of tried to point out my stupidity. But I didn't listen. Very cool, Jack Archery. Very cool. No, you can get yourself one. I would say a Cold Steel SRK is a good blade. I'll point this one out. Get what you like, I'd say. Here we go. Cold Steel SRK. One of the good blades, good sheath. Made by Cold Steel. Yeah. It's a good one. Very good stuff, Camo Campo. Very good. Yeah, terrible, Dave. Terrible. Yeah, I do. They look cool. I wouldn't use one. I'd probably have one in a glass case on my wall. I'd probably have those as collector's items. I'd probably if I got an obsidian knife or like a flint knife, I'd probably put it as a reproduction in a glass case. Perhaps put it up on my wall, on my shelf, just to display it. Um, oh, of course, of course. I have several sharpeners I keep around. Uh, this one's been a very good sharpener. It's like a diamond sharpener. Portable. This one. Good handguard. Smith's sharpeners. I like to oil my blades. So, yeah, it's pretty terrible, brother. I would say get yourself a repeating crossbow in that case. Like I say, like I said, the ones that but you can get a less than lethal paintball marker. You can get yourself an HDX 68 if you wanted to, and or an HDB. Friend from the UK, they got some pretty good jewels on them. They do cause pain, and they're pretty good if you're basically if you can't get to your crossbow in time. Or you can get yourself a sling hammer. It depends. Stone knives have been used for thousands of years. I would say that I probably would never use one. Out in the field, if I got one, it would probably be a gift from somebody, and I probably put it in a glass case on my wall, and yes, that's a really good idea. Yes, Jack. Yeah, oil. You need lubricant. Oil your blades, and I know, but when someone's breaking into your house, seconds count. So I would say have other things going for you. A friend of mine suggested getting those insect bombs. Those insect gas bombs are smoke bombs to basically slow them down so you can get to your crossbow in time. Woo! Woo! Hell no. Give me 1 second. Oh no. How nice. This is really nice, yeah. Would you give me 1 second here? Oh boy. I'm gonna be off camera for 1 second. Okay. Oh, man. It happens. Be prepared, I always say. Be prepared. That being said, well, I got 6 likes. That's pretty good. I like that. That's pretty good, Jack. That's pretty good. Just remember to have yourself some other things. That's true. That's very true, Camo Campo. Very good, Dave. Very good. But I also say that seconds count, so you have to have a barrier between you and, let's say, someone who's breaking in your house. And, if someone's breaking your house, they're going to be seconds count, So if you can't cock that crossbow, which I would, and you're going to need more than seconds to cock that crossbow, okay? So I would say you need something like a fogger, or basically something like smoke bombs or something like that, or like strobe lights, to basically disorient your attackers before you can cock that crossbow. You need that time, so you have to basically slow them down for you to cock that crossbow in time. You know what I mean? Now, a friend of mine pointed that out to me. I didn't know that, but it's true. Seconds count in a home invasion. You know what I mean? Seconds count, okay? But true, it will take you, but when you're in when you're jolted, you cannot just cock that and get ready. You need a little time for that. So what you need to do is have other things on hand, like insect bombs, like the gas, with a gas mask, or smoke bombs or whatever. That way it'll give you time to cock your crossbow. Trust me. Or have some kind of barrier, a strobe light trap or something like that, Exactly, Nancy. Anything that's going to slow them down and give you time to react better. You know what I mean? So, Jack, I'm just saying. But still, I get you. All you got to do, I would say, if you really want to do, is you got to set up a strobe light trap. Get yourself a strobe light, right? Like a battery-powered strobe light. Could be colored or whatever. And, set it up where there's some kind of tripwire or, like laser, whatever. Someone comes in there, they get the strobe light, it disorients them. And that gives you time to come in and shoot your crossbow. Trust me, it's necessary. And I've learned that, Very good, very good. Very good, Jack. But I'm saying you want to put enough distance between you and someone invading your home. Put enough distance between you and the people invading your home. Okay. What could do that? You can set up. You could set up. Let's see. You can roll down some caltrops on your down your stairs. Whatever caltrops would work. I think. Well, strobes would work better than a laser pen. I'm just going to say that strobes would just disorient them. Get yourself a gas mask and some insect bomb, and that will be, if they can't breathe, they can't fight. And if you got a gas mask on and you're ready to go, it gives you time, precious, precious time. You know what I mean? If you can keep them on their toes and keep them from rushing you know what I mean? Also, very good. Torch, yeah. So this one's got a strobe. You know? I know. I'm just saying set up these things. Set up these things ahead of time. Well, they're not going to try to sneak in if it's a home invasion, Jack. They're not going to sneak in, okay? They're going to bust in. And their whole goal is to take you out and steal your stuff. You know? Their whole goal is to do that. Yeah, you're disoriented. Okay, you don't know what, and you got to be ready in the mental sense for that. You just woke up. Okay, and the sense is you don't try to load your cross. You seconds count in that situation because they're going to be rushing for your bedroom door. And by the way, do not go meet them. Don't do that. You know what I mean? Wait. Don't directly engage in combat with them because you'll lose. There's more of them. And they could be betterly armed than you. Okay, I'll see you, Dave. Very good, Jack. Very good. But I'd say for your home, oh, no, 795. It's a it's a remotely activated strobe light. Oh boy. Perfect. Okay. Very good. Very good. I mean, something's better than nothing. Train, prepare. I would say, above all else, train. Okay. Know the weak points of your house. Okay. And if you can secure, let's say, your home and like have doors, make it difficult for them to get like down to your bed, to get to your kitchen, to your bedroom, where there's like always these doors locking to the point. That's always good. It's always good. You know. Yeah, I would always say that. Yeah, I would always say that. Like I said, use strobe lights. There's this one strobe light. It's only 795, and it's remote activated. It's got a bulb. It's like a bulb dance lamp decorated, but it would disorient somebody, I would think. You have a gate. Very good idea. Another good idea would have basically these battery-powered burglar alarms that make a nice sound. Also, it would be a good idea to have cameras set up. You know. Thank you, Nomad. Thank you. When it grows out, I'm going to trim it. Gonna look great. That being said, if you get yourself a tactical pin, if you can't carry a knife, they are effective, and you can write with them. So I write with it all the time. It's got That's true. That's true. Very, very true. So true, Nancy. So true. Not my problem, Nomad. Not my problem. No complaints here, buddy. Interesting, Jack. Interesting association. I would say this is that if he has a gun pointed at you, it's not really much you can do except give the money up. You know what I mean? Unless he lets you break eye contact, um, unless you got a gun yourself, you know, or you're able to get to your crossbow and somehow, you know. Very true, very true. But if someone's got where you are, for example, if someone home invades you, they're gonna come in with like machetes and clubs, for the most part. So I would say, like I said, you have a good idea. You have basically the entrances to your bedroom and your kitchen blocked off. So that gives you time, you know, to load your crossbow and other things. But I would say this: have yourself some of those insect bombs and a gas mask, or strobe lights in that sense. You know, if you can activate strobe lights, I've seen these strobe lights. These are moving head LED beam strobe lights. They're like disco strobe. You probably could activate them, install them in your home. You know, there's these strobe lights you can install that would disorient them. There's the insect bombs. Whatever you could do to basically slow them down a little bit before you come in there. Because there's always going to be more of them. They got the numbers. You know what I mean? You don't. They're coming in with numbers. So, and I would always say this: do not just go running downstairs into the living room. Don't do that. An Australian father did that. They would. Mm-hmm. They would, Jack. I would say buy a strobe light. You know what I mean? That's exactly what I'm trying to say. That is exactly what I'm trying to say. That might work in the movies. I would say caltrops are better. A good idea. Exactly, Jack. Don't go running to them. You let them come to you. And above all else, turn off the lights. If you have access to your circuit breaker, I would tell you to turn off the lights. Understandable, but you'd have to, when burglars come in, turn off your circuit breakers. If you have your circuit breakers close to your living room, I mean close to your bedroom, that's pretty good because you can turn off all lights. They can't turn on the lights. That means that it's dark. It makes it much more darkness, makes it more difficult for them. You know? You do. Exactly. Exactly, Jack. Exactly. That's exactly how it works. Now, you have the first part, you have all your major doors locked up. It makes it difficult for them to get to you. Any barriers you can put in between, yeah, that's a good idea. Now, here's something that I would suggest to people. This is only around 16 something. No, man. I would suggest this one. Um, get yourself one of these remote controlled strobe lights for, they're fairly cheap. Look at that. Remote control strobe lights, about $10.93. You can set these up. They flash, the colors, the whiz bang. It'll help. You can activate this by remote control. You know. I would suggest it. Yeah, fairly effective. True, true. But what you want to do, and that's a good idea. I'm just saying, securing your home is a good idea, and I just got one. Yeah, I would say here's what I put on my doors. There's these little magnetic alarms. They're battery powered. They're powered by watch batteries, and you can get them. You can put them on your doors and windows. Um, there's also this stuff, this film, this plastic film you could put on your windows, which make your windows harder to break. Um, yes, I know it sounds crazy, but my good buddy Tack put me up on this one. You know, you know. I don't know yet. I'll have to check something out. But that being said, it's been not like I said. Get yourself ready. Yeah, it's a type of film. Um, it's a plastic, like sticky, like film that you can roll depending on what window you want. It now they can still break your window, but it'll take them a lot longer to break it. Um, that will give you time. Time is a precious thing. So I just ordered that strobe light. Yeah, I heard about it, Jack. I heard about it. Sounds pretty stupid if you ask me. When the regular stuff is just as good, you know. It's a stupid thing. It's basically zombie green knives that are just useless, by the way. Well, they're not useless, but they're cheap. And, and a lot in Europe they banned them. I don't know why. They're not real. I mean, they're kind of worthless, but I think a lot of gangs have used them. Um, Count Campo. So true, Jack. Yep. I know I've been talking that much, but that being said, it's interesting. But you have yourself set up. I would say set yourself up some strobe lights in your living room. Make sure that you can activate them from your bedroom. Make sure you can turn off all the lights and activate the strobe lights. It'll disorient them. Fogger. So true, Jack. So true. All right, this has been a pretty good stream. Now, there's something else you might want to get. You might want to get a gas mask. I'll tell you that. But get yourself some of this stuff. Fogger. A pack of Fogger. These are insect bombs. You throw these downstairs, and I'm telling you, there's going to be some choking up. You know what I mean? If a man can't breathe, he can't fight. And if you got a gas mask on, you're in a good position. Yeah, well, that's what you got to do. Simple as that. Fogger. buy a couple of these on Amazon or eBay or at your local store. And buy yourself a good gas mask. So true, Jack. So true. But like I said, if a man can't breathe, he can't fight. It'll make him want to leave the house. Well, these ideas were given to me. These ideas were told to me by somebody who let me know the flaws in my home defense plan. And now I'm going to initiate those flaws. Initiate, you know, the. And you got to have a home defense plan, okay? I don't care where you are. If you don't have a plan for your home defense, if you don't know your perimeter, you know, it could be bad. I'm just saying. I think you got a pretty good plan by keeping your having barriers between the bedroom and the kitchen. That's pretty good. True. Yeah. Get yourself a gas mask. You buy them on Amazon or eBay. A really good gas mask, filtration system. You can't fight. True. And also get yourself a remote controlled strobe light. Get yourself one of those. Man can't breathe. You can't fight. True, Jack. That's totally true. An Australian family found that out. Totally true. And I mean, home defense is important. Now, strobe lights are good. By the way, this is a rechargeable LED flashlight. Particularly in America, if someone's going to home invade you in America, they're going to use guns, and they're going to be coming in heavy with a lot of guns. So there's a lot of things I'm going to do. You can't fucking. Now, in your country, let's say Europe and England, someone's going to invade your home, and and they're not going to. I would say that 10 times out of 10, they're going to be armed with clubs, machetes, knives, and stuff like that. Just gang weapons, basically, of your. So you do have an advantage in that sense. But they will try to rush you. You know. Mm, so true, but this one's on me, right? Well, Jack, I would say if you live in like the UK, I'd say get yourself an HDX 68 or an HDB 68, a CO2 powered shotgun. You can get legally, you can get that up to about you can get that legally in your country, and 15 joules will cause a lot of pain. Trust me. Get yourself uh, and I would say get some nylon riot balls, some nylon ones, the hard nylon ones. They will cause a lot of pain. Don't get the rubber ones, the nylon ones. They're the best. So true. But if you listen to what I'm saying, and if you make plans, you'll live. That's all I can say. Like I say, it's going to take you, although you'll be able to load that crossbow, trust me, they're going to come in fast. And you won't have time to load that crossbow unless you have barriers between you and the home invaders. Super fast. So true. They do thrust super fast. But all knives have been fast and quick on the thrust, so throughout ages. So I would just tell you to take my advice, because I listened to this guy, and now I'm gonna make some things I need to do. Thanks for the advice. I will definitely do Well, you don't have to own them to do it, to be honest with you. You know, you don't have to own it. You just got to basically have these things on hand. You know what I mean? I mean, setting up a strobe light in your living room is not going to violate any terms of lease or nothing. You know what I mean? Having, those insect bombs on hand is not going to violate any terms of lease. Having a gas mask ready to go. That's true. That's why you need those insect bombs and those strobe lights. At least you can slow them down. you know. I would say have, set up security cameras in your house. Do that. You can set up little cameras outside and inside your house, like the doorbell, like the door camera, and does help. Easy to get, my friend. Easy to get. Get them at any hardware store in your country, or you can get them online if you wanted to. But if you're going to use that, I would tell you this. You know, if you're going to use it, you're going to need a gas mask to go with it, with a good filtration system. You can't find. Also, I just set up a strobe light in your living room, pretty much. You can set it up, and there's remote controlled strobe lights you can put in. No problem. And if anybody asks you why you got a strobe light, like the festive strobe, just say it's for, it's for parties. It's like, in case I have a party, people can dance in the living room or something. I don't know. You can say that. Well, it's a good idea. And of course, get yourself a strobe light. Interesting, Jack. Exactly. You can just say that when people come over, you can have a festive, colorful light. You can't fight. I think you got the first part right. You have doors that block the kitchen and the bedroom. I think that's a very, you have like doors that block the kitchen area and the bedroom area. That's a good start. I mean, I don't have that. That's a good thing to have. Like it stops them right there. You know what I mean? Any home invader is going to have much more difficulty getting through that. Like a thick door that blocks the stairway to the basically bedroom areas. You know. That's so true, Kim. Well, it's a very cheap. Exactly. That's what you can say it's for. You can just plug it into your wall. It's remote control activated. It'll strobe everything up and disorient the any intruder coming in. It can be remote activated. I would say get yourself an HDX 68. I got a friend from England. He has an HDB and an HDX. That's 15 joules, which is legal in the UK, by the way. And causes a lot of pain. He tested it on himself, so he's on YouTube, by the way. But yeah. Well, thank you. It's been good talking to you, Campo Campo. I understand, Dave. I understand. I understand. Thank you, Kama. Always good to hear from you. Who are you? I don't know who you are. Hmm. Who are you? If you're a troll, you won't be back for long. Who? Oh yeah, me. Okay. That being said, we got some good tips. You can't wait. Oh yeah, I remember you. How's everything going? We're just talking about knives and other things. Yeah. It's getting old, so place some fresh ones. We were talking about knives, knives for self-defense, knives as tools, the history, and basically the importance of having knives. Oh, it's the night is just beginning, Dave. Here. You can't find. If you'll excuse me, I just had to do. There we go. There we go. Fresh bandages. Bullfrog, how you doing? We were just talking about home defense, you know, and knives. We're talking about knives mostly. The importance of knives throughout history as tools, as weapons, you know. But I would say if knives are pretty much banned for everyday carry, let's say the UK, a tactical pin can come in mighty handy. You know, you know, if you're in a non-permissive environment, a tactical pin is the way to go. I can write with this, but I can also cause damage with this. You know, gonna put it here, or you can basically use the other end. It's a glass breaker. But I do like a good knife. That's so true, Bullfrog. So true. Let's see. Let's show you. Oh, we got something here. Yeah. Knife. Here we go. Very good. See that? Shredding. Mm-hmm. Well, I do this. If you like it, move here. We do have options here. I would say that. A Ginzu is a kit blade, but this is basically a bushcraft pocket knife. You know, this is basically a German version, I would say, of a buck knife, pretty much the German cat knife. You know. We have a buck knife, and the Germans have a cat knife. So, very classic blades, by the way. Okay. Well, I hope that answers everybody's questions. Well, I know some latecomers here, but you know I am getting tired, and as you know, it was a little spill. I spilled my water all over me and everything on me. Exactly. Now, we were talking about home defense, and I do love the repeating crossbows, but here's the thing about the repeating crossbows. When seconds count, let's say during a home invasion, you know, you're not going to have enough time to basically cock that repeating crossbow and turn off the safety. And so I would tell you two things. There are things you can do. You need to put some kind of barrier between the living room and where you're in the bedroom. You'd also, I would say, get a strobe Like to disorient an attacker, have like cameras set up. So get a gas mask and insect bomb. If you throw some insect bomb down there, if a man can't, this was told to me, so this was advice. If a man, if in a home invasion situation, if a man can't breathe, he can't fight, and you're better off for it. So insect bomb you can get in any hardware store anywhere. It's designed for insects mostly, but it can be used as basically like a deterrent for a burglar. I mean, basically a home invader. It has been, Jack. I'm glad I gave you some ideas, and maybe I might see your ideas incorporated into some of your videos. Maybe. Who knows? I love the seven likes. I mean, that's awesome. But yeah, insect bomb. But you need a gas mask to go with that, by the way. But you can get insect bomb anywhere, you know. You just go to a hardware store and get it. It's designed for to deal with insects. You can order. It's legal everywhere, I would think. You know what I mean? It's like fogger, or it's another name for it. UK, it's called fogger. Fogger, insect fogger. Another name for it is called fogger. It's in a can. You open it up. But another thing you can do is set up in your living room a strobe light. Strobe lights are disorienting. They disorient any would-be home invader. Really? I mean, insect stuff. That's awesome, Bullfrog. That is awesome. You can have one of these strobe lights. They are disorienting. Now, in America, you could have one of these. Stun gun flashlights. Both are, USB rechargeable and LED. Yes, it's a stun gun, Jack. We call them stun guns here. I would incorporate what you learned here, Namen. Thank you, Jack. I would say and that's why I recommend the fogger, Dave. I know what you're not allowed to have, but for pest control, anybody can get fogger. For pest control, anybody can get fogger. are like insect bombs, pretty much. Fogger. They come in a can. They're insect things. Okay, get yourself a gas mask to go with that. But they're not considered, like any kind of weapon in the UK. So you can use it in case of a home invasion. I wouldn't use it except for a home invasion situation, you know. And you want to put distance between you and basically. I know you're not allowed to have pepper spray, but insect fogger you can have. I mean, but it's not going to be used for anything else but like a home defense scenario. Um, and you don't have to say it's for home defense. You can just say, well, I got a pest control problem. I need to buy a couple of boxes of fogger. You know what I mean? You know? You can just order a couple of boxes of fogger. Let's see if the fog. I'm back online. Good. I would say this. It's better to be It's better to be. I would say this, Jack. It's better to be. It's better to be. I would say this. It's better to. I would say even if it's illegal in your country, it's better to be basically judged by 12 than carried out by 6. If you know what I mean. That means it's better to be. To defend yourself and face the legal consequences of it, then I dare say, let's see. I'm going to do a search. Well, Amazon UK sells insect fogger. What do you know? Oh boy. Let's see, insect bombs. No, it's from the UK. You can buy them. This is Amazon UK, by the way. This is not really, Dave. Not really. No, no, no. That's true, Bullfrog. So I would suggest to you, Bullfrog, someone ever breaks in your house, most of the time in the UK, they will have machetes and, and like, knives and clubs. I would suggest that you have like either like, like a strobe light in your living room that's going to disorient them. and a gas mask with these insect bombs. Well, look at what I found on Amazon UK. Pest control for bug bombs. Oh yeah, bug fogger, bug bombs. Amazon Co. UK. So you can buy this stuff, and it's legal. Mm. Exactly. But I'm gonna tell you this, Bullfrog. Um, Trust me, when a home invasion happens, it's gonna happen fast. Okay. So you want to put enough barriers between you and the home invaders that gives you time to react. Because if it's happened that fast, that your reaction time is going to be, because you're already pumped full of adrenaline and you can't think straight. So anything that helps you to help you think straight and give you more time to set up, you know what I mean? More time to get ready, you know what I mean? Is going to help you. You know? So get the bug bombs, get the fogger, and get the gas mask, you know, and get the strobe lights in your living room. Because it will help you. Because you only have seconds for the people in. I hope you understand that. You know, so you can get this insect fogger, these bug bombs, pretty much. They come in a can. You can throw them downstairs. And but if you use these, I'm telling you, you better have a gas mask to go with it. Exactly, Jack. And why those laws are unjust, in my opinion. You know, if laws of man are unjust, it's not right. You know, laws of God say you're all right. You know, if you follow God's law. I mean, I'm on the East Coast, bro. Eastern Seaboard. Leave. Anyway, like I said, I'm giving you some valuable tips that were told to me. Exactly. Yeah, you can buy a gas mask on Amazon or eBay as well. So, well, that's what it will do is give you time to load your crossbow. It'll give you time to load that crossbow of yours. Or get, you know. Can you load it in time? Can you cock it in time? That's the thing. You know you can't keep a crossbow cocked like, you know, like tension too long. You know what I mean? I know, man. I know. But listen to me when I'm saying. You need something to put distance. But if there is a home invasion, Bullfrog, all right, you're gonna have to basically span that crossbow, aren't you? And those crossbows can't be, you know, like fully tensioned for long periods of time. No, they can't. I'm saying that you need time to load them, right? I would say that those bug bombs give you time. The strobe lights give you that time, you know, and that distance. Good luck with that. I would just say save your money and move to the USA. If you got a job, you can move to the USA. You can get a work visa if you wanted to. Go down south or whatever. But I'm just giving you some good knowledge here. You know what I mean? Take it or leave it. But can they get through the windows? Uh, Windows. Now, there is a film that you can stick onto your windows, right? And it literally makes the windows harder to break into. That will give you more time. Home invaders might not go through the front door. They might go through the back door. They might go through the windows. You don't know. What do you think? I try not to get into politics, Dave. You know, I realize this life is very short, and eventually I'm going to be with God, okay? And all the things of this world will melt away. Will melt away. That's true. That's true. But I would say have everything at your disposal. Number one, when you're dealing with home invaders, I would say that you're gonna have to basically deal with them, and I would say, like I said, get the insect bomb, get the strobe lights. Um, that stuff will work. And get the gas mask. Also, like I said, you can get yourself a CO2 powered HDX or HDB 68, which shoots like 68 caliber riot balls, 15 joules. It's gonna hurt. You know, I'd get yourself one of those too. You know, if you can just, I mean, having a less than lethal option is also good. Yes, I think that too, Dave. I'm just not going to say it on the stream because I really don't want to talk about that kind of stuff right now. I'm talking about what we can do to survive. You know what I mean? You know? I'm not judging you. I understand why. He is awesome. But I'm just not talking about politics right now. You know what I mean? Oh, you must have a license for that. Okay, so you don't need the HD the Humorex HDRs like HDR. You don't need the Humorex HDX or HDB. Okay. But Dave, I would suggest you get an HDX or an HDB at 15 joules. I'm telling you. You know, I can't show it on the stream because, well, I'll get shut down because it looks like a firearm. But yeah. Oh, that's good. But like I said, I would get yourself an HDB as well to have that less than lethal option, where you don't have to kill the person. Let's say it's a 15-year-old kid and you don't want to kill them if they're just breaking into your house. I mean, pain and irritation and everything like that. An HDX or an HDB will do the trick. CO2 powered. Shoot 68 caliber riot balls. It ain't that bad. It'll hurt. It'll hurt. It'll cause pain, and it'll basically make them go away. It's pretty good. Okay. Before I go, which is going to be soon. Oh, I got 8 likes. That's good. Has anybody learned anything? I know that. I am very well aware of that. Okay, but you can still have 15 joules on the HDX or HDB 68, and that's enough joules to cause pain, a lot of pain. Trust me. It was tested by a British guy on YouTube. It on himself, and it hurts. It hurts. That's true. There's a double barrel. There's a double barrel version, the HDS 68, the double barrel version. You can get that one. You know, but you can also get the pump action version, which is the HDX 68, or you can get the semi-automatic version, the HDB 68, which has a pistol grip on it. However you want to do it. Definitely going to take that advice. The insect bomb. Well, not just the flashlight. I'm saying set up a strobe light in your living room that can be remotely activated, from your bedroom. Strobe lights disorient. They disorient. I'm glad you did. I'd like to see a video about that. Jack. You know. Awesome, Dave. Awesome. Well, I'm glad I could help you. Ah, cool, Bullfrog. I would say, whatever situation you're in, something's better than nothing. Do what you can with what you got. Do what you can with what you got. There are still options available to you if you're smart. Like I said, you can get an HDS, which is or an HDX 68, or an HDB. You know. Thank you, Dave. Thank you. Thank you. That being said, I hope I've given some good advice here, because this advice was given to me. I'm going to use it. I wouldn't give it. It was a good idea, and I'm just passing it down to you. Well, it's been nice talking to you. God bless you. Have a nice evening. Bye-bye, everybody.